Yeah, when you first go live, we just gonna let the song play until we listen.
Well, you got it up.
Yeah.
We going live right now.
Oh, we live?
Yes.
Unfortunately, we did my.
That's why I was like, she got it.
Oh, no, it's not on there. Yeah, it's on there. Yeah.
I watch it every day. I got 5 times. That video was so spurred on, and I couldn't stop laughing. I was fucking goofy. I started laughing. And he was like, no, stop it. You need to be serious. I've never done a video before.
I was waiting to see if there was gonna be a cop car in the video.
But I was on top of that fucking everything, but when they cut it and stuff, it just wouldn't fit the music. And he was like, we're not gonna do it. We don't want to mess it up.
Dope. For anybody who's watching, or if no one's watching, go back and watch it.
The links in the description.
Definitely. What, this is episode 6, right?
5.
Okay, I'm ahead of the game. Episode 5, asking for a friend. And today we got a special guest here. You just heard that dope ass song in the beginning, man. That was her, definitely, with Fight the Power. She goes by, go ahead, tell them your name.
Queen Yoni. Not Yanni, it's Yoni.
Yoni.
Yes.
Remember that. All right, man. So what inspired you to pretty much come up with this song? Like, what was going through your mind when you were writing these lyrics? Was it like a poem first, or?
No, I wrote that song in like 30 minutes.
Bro.
Like, my cousin got a little studio in his crib, whatever, and we fucking around. We looking for beats. We found that beat, and he was like, "You kill it." And I'm like, "Man, let's do it." The second verse was already written, and it was written for another song, but the song never got out, so I wanted that to be heard. Right. So I was like, I gotta do it again. The first verse I wrote, and then at the end I had to throw some shit on there because I didn't write enough bars. So I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? So we're in there, get high. Get high, I come up with something, right? So that's what we did, got high, and I came up with like a couple more bars, and then, alright, it was funny. So I was just playing around, he was like, keep it, and I'm like, alright. And everybody's favorite part.
Yeah.
Let's say, let lips don't get a hit and stuff like that. Like, oh man. I love that song. Like, what made me want to do the song, that beat, Fight the Power, when that came out, everybody was ready to unite. Everybody was ready to be together. Like, that song made everybody put their differences aside and jig to that song. Like, they did something with that song. That song made a statement, and it still plays to this day. So I was like, I want to do something to that song, but I want to make it to where they will understand. And nowadays, like, there's a lot of stuff going on in Lexington. Like, people's like, oh my God, like, we got people from out of town coming here acting crazy, and so let's make it people from here acting crazy. So I had something to say, and I didn't really know how to put it on Facebook all the time, and people don't pay attention. People listen to music.
Definitely.
People listen to music. So
Definitely.
that was like, yeah.
So,
Make
so let me ask you, your beat selection, right? We played one of your songs, but you sent me a few of your songs.
that I would love for you to play.
Definitely. We definitely gonna play that before the night's over. But are you purposely getting old school beats
Yes.
with like a new school remix to it?
Yes.
Because it definitely has a nostalgic feel.
When we was talking on Messenger, you know, you was like, the beat selection was cool, and I'm like, man, it's my mom. And she doesn't even know. Like, when she heard Fight the Power, well, she heard a song that I did before that. I did a weed song before that. I smoked weed out there. Like, that's what I do. She made it feel like she had a problem with that, but then when she heard the song, she heard what I had to say about it. She like did reciting lyrics and stuff and saying stuff. So when I came out with Fight the Power, she was like, "You made me feel like a kid again. Like you made me feel like back in the '80s. Like you made me feel that. Like in you, not just the beat, like the way you rap, like the way you sound. Like you made me feel that stuff." I was like, let's play around with some old school beats that made some noise. And man, that second song I sent you was like gold.
Yeah, I wonder which one the people are going to be like more receptive to, because both of them are like neck and neck. They're like parallel with each other. You know what I mean?
I'm not. I want people to be like, oh my God, did she just say that? Like, I want them to be like flabbergasted. Like, I want them to be I want them to be like, oh my gosh, like I gotta look this up. Like I want them to research. I want them to figure out what I'm talking about. I'm not about to make this easy. Like if you go listen, then actually listen and try to understand what I'm saying, because it's some deep shit going on.
Definitely. You think that's something that's really needed in today's time?
Yes, man.
Most of the music is just cut and dry, plain and simple. You know.
From my generation on down, I don't know about on up because I ain't third, but I can see from me down, and it's bad. These kids need somebody to look up to.
Yeah, definitely.
And that really don't happen if we out here fucking up. So if we out here just putting out the kind of music that's making them go crazy, why not put something out that's making them go figure out who they are?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like everybody is somebody. Like y'all really got to figure out who y'all are. Like we overcome this whole government and everything that these kids are teaching. They just don't know.
They don't know it. Yeah, definitely.
And music, they all into the music right now. Music is crazy.
I think that's every generation.
Yeah. So I think it's just music. That's what it is. It's just music. That's the way to get through somebody. I know when I'm mad, I listen to music. When I'm sad, I listen to music. When I'm happy, I'm ready to dance. Listen to music, you know? So,
definitely.
Music. That's the way to get to me.
So when was like the first time you recorded?
First time I recorded was like 2010. We never did anything.
Yeah.
Like it was just a bunch of playing around, and I never really thought that the stuff I'm doing now would just take off like it is. I guess there's other people that feel the same way I feel, which is dope to feel that way. And then even people that make music that don't sound nothing like mine, or people that have never gone through what I'm going through or never will go through what I'm going through because they are Caucasian, they still like the music and they understand what I'm saying. They're like, wow.
Yeah.
I
mean, I love it. When I first heard it, I was like, yo. I think I shared it a few times. Like, I was sending it to folks.
About stuff like this, because you just don't. I feel like when people are, when they make music, they kind of dodging bullets and stuff. You get more hints than you do like people actually saying what they mean.
I think music sounds a lot like each other. Mm-hmm. Everybody's trying to make music to sound like this person because they blew off that music. Mm-hmm. Like everybody can't do that, and it's not a lot of versatility going on. Like, man, I want my voice to sound different. I want to ride this beat like nobody else would. Like, I want my shit to sound different.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole key.
I agree, because I feel like the market is oversaturated with like music that sounds
mumble rappers.
The same.
Mumble rappers outside.
It's like they see that's how people get in the check now. So it's like everybody's trying to jump on board.
Yeah.
You know, even like men that are old, like, you know what I mean? I think some people should just staying in LA.
Yeah.
It's okay to be old and try to rap. Just don't try to rap like you're 18. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I feel that.
Make your own. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sometimes
It don't sound right sometimes.
I didn't do music to be a rapper. Like that's not what I'm doing at all. Like I guess I'm writing poems to music. Like I've always wrote little binders and little pieces of paper everywhere from like a poem I find and I read. I'm like, oh gosh, like that was a long time ago. But I'm always writing something, and I never really got the chance. I mean, I know people in the industry, Queen Marcelada, shout out, you know, but it was just, I'd rather them do that because that was their time for them to shine, like to do that. So I wasn't really worried about doing no music and that type of thing. And it's like, it still ain't, I don't want to be a rapper, because I don't want to call myself a rapper. I'm just saying how I feel. If you jiggle, you jiggle.
You're a verbal creator.
There you go.
Yeah, so we'll use semantics and switch it up on them. So do you affiliate yourself with any rap crews in Lexington?
Cool.
Yeah.
No.
No? Any other rappers?
Affiliate?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, I don't know.
Click-clop,
Yeah. Like,
Stuff that you push as well.
Well, like I said,
well, what other artists do you support in Lexington? Or do you support any other Lexington
in the
artists?
same, just like to pick.
Yeah, just like-
Like, you don't be calling out people, Dro, Queen Marcelado, of course, Codeine Breezy, who else? Jake, you know, hey, how you doing? We're gonna call him Lex Man. My bad, sorry, I'm calling you government. Man, you put me on the spot, I can't think of a whole bunch of people right now, but I push other people's music, but here in Lexington, it's like, it's a lot of, if you don't do mine all the time, I'm not going to do yours all the time, but I just share and like stuff and listen to and download to the things that I really like and I fuck with.
Yeah.
I'm really not about to sit there and download something I don't jig with. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. I'm not about to share nothing.
I don't know
like.
why.
If I vibe with it, I don't vibe with
I don't
it.
know why
That's
so
it.
many people consider that as hate though. Oh,
Right.
you hating, but it's like, nah, bro.
Maybe
I'm not hating. I just don't like it.
Yeah, that's just not my thing.
You know what I
don't
mean?
have a problem. Like I
I
understand
think they still
that's
want
gonna be-
people to just share it because
it's
we
them.
know them. You
Right,
know what I
yes,
mean?
that's not how it goes. And if you just gotta find the people that like your music and push it to them, that certain crowd. You can't just push it to everybody and be like, oh, 50% like it, 50% didn't, whatever. Push it to the people that you know is gonna like it, so you got all 100% eyes on you. Like,
Yeah. Create that cult following.
yes, like get those people on your Facebook pages, get them groups and stuff, and start adding people from the groups you like, or
Definitely.
stuff like that. Like that's how I got my little following. You know, like they really like my music, and it's crazy because it's like people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy. I never would have thought.
I mean,
Ever.
the song is lit, man. Like,
Ever.
I haven't, let me think. I haven't come across any female, and I haven't come across any females like that. I could be, I know there are plenty of other female rappers out there that, you know, spit conscious bars or whatever, but as far as
You knowing them?
me knowing them and like, or running across anybody other than those, what are those girls called? Oshun from DC?
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're dope.
Love
They're dope.
them. When
They're
I tell
dope.
you, I love them. Like I be obsessed with them. I be on YouTube looking at all that stuff. Like I love them.
Shouts out to Oshun, man.
Thank you. I was gonna say so. You said that it blew off my
Right. So I mean, with you getting this, building this following, does it frighten you? Do you think everything's moving at a quicker pace than you expected?
I could honestly say I know there's people out here that don't want me to be saying what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that does make me feel some type of way. I ain't gonna say frighten me because I would be doing it if it frightened me. I'm not scared. I just know that there's gonna be people that don't like what I got to say.
It's just a
And-
spotlight. You know,
Yeah.
you put a spotlight on yourself.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be good and bad.
Yeah.
Stuff about, especially when it comes to anything on the internet.
The only thing I don't want is somebody to try to change what I do. Like every time I make music, like I'm in there like, oh, change this, change that. Like this is like art to me. Like this is the way I heard it in my head is the way I need to hear it here. It's gonna be right, and I know it. So that's that's the only thing I don't want. If it ever gets.
So you want to have complete creative control at all times.
Yes.
That's what's up. I think every artist should limit their creativity for.
I'll stay indie, whatever you call it. Yes, like it's not that serious. I'm not making music right now. Like I say, this is not something I need to make money off of. I'm not making no money off of it. But if people are listening, it's all I'm.
Right. I mean, you build a platform. It'll open up so many doors. So many doors.
Because I be like, man, the people in my inbox and stuff like this. I mean, you could write a comment on the statuses that I share, the videos. I like it. It's really dope. But when people get in my inbox and they're like, yo, oh my god, that shit's so dope.
It's like it getting you life. It's like you want to hear more.
Yes.
And it's like when you sent me the second one, it's like, all right, she got a mixtape she keeping from us?
That's my thing. I never planned on making a project. I never planned on making a mixtape. I didn't want to do none of that. I wanted to make a song, put it out, and do a video.
Right.
Make a song, put it out, do a video. I'm Beyonce. Make a song, put it out, do a video. That's what I want to do. Like, I want singles because I feel like everybody just that more instead of sitting there waiting. I'm an impatient person when it comes to this music. I want everybody to hear it. Like, it's like painting a picture and nobody's seeing it. I want everybody to fucking hear it. Right. So I can't wait. Like, it's I just got song.
Right. All right, so what else do we have to look forward to hearing from you? What's the name of your next song that you're going to
The next song is called Strange Fruit. And if you've never heard of Strange Fruit, you need to look it up.
That's what you sent me, right?
Yes.
All right, hold on, y'all. We're going to play Strange Fruit real quick.
That's the next song.
Hold on, we're going to play Strange Fruit real quick. What's that? Well, actually, we're going to finish talking. But when she leaves, we're going to play Strange Fruit for you.
Yeah.
She ain't heard it. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Back to what we doing.
Yes,
okay,
yeah,
let's see.
He's out here. I know, right? Go on, play it. Lord, he's safe. Did I try to do that? Oh no, I sent it to your email.
Yep.
I sent it to a couple people's inboxes. That's a couple people I know would love it. But he told me not to send it to you, so I could. Oh wow. Yeah. He was supposed to wait.
Sorry.
Yeah, because he got serious. He got serious in his song. It's the way you like when he raps, he talks serious and not just.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on. We'll get to it.
But yeah, this is really good every week. Wednesdays, 9 p.m.
Yep. We just vibe out.
We have different people come in every week. We normally do like
Right.
and stuff. So yeah, everyone come back. Let us know.
Yes, you're always welcome.
I'm pretty sure I'll be back when the video job.
Definitely.
Already. I think it's on my iTunes. Forgot it.
All right. So when are you the most creative?
Of course. Right.
When I'm high or when I'm angry.
Yeah.
Most of the time. I got a lot to say that I can't say sometimes to people. So it just, instead of biting my tongue, I just move my fingers. And I've been messing up because I be writing in my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta learn how to write on pen and paper
Yeah.
because I be erasing stuff on accident, and I be like, oh my god, that was so dope, and it's gone. But yeah, when I'm High and angry. Not high and angry, either high
Either or, yeah.
or angry.
Yeah.
Definitely like
Composition notes. Definitely a friend of mine.
yes.
We do a lot of
I have one. It's almost full.
Full of bars.
Full of just stuff I think of that I don't want to forget.
Say full of bars.
Is that like a woman?
Who's that snippet of?
I'm just
What did they hear that? I'm gonna get a little closer.
the mic up there.
Can y'all hear these bars? Dope.
Yeah.
I hope y'all like that, man. I thought it was dope.
Yes. Oh my, that video. If y'all like the power archive, the everything that we got set up to actually do for the video is definitely gonna make some people sit there like, oh my god, they going to jail. They're going to jail.
Oh man,
like,
that's
oh
wild.
my god, no, I'm bad. Y'all, I'm serious. Like, it's definitely gonna hit some hearts and brains. Like,
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh man, we can't wait for it. When should we be looking out for that?
I'm not even gonna give it.
No deadlines.
Just
no
wait for
deadlines.
it.
Just wait for it.
Y'all know how excited I am.
Right.
It's not gonna be that long, but yeah, it's just like it's definitely for a deal.
Alright.
All right, everyone. Well, hold you up. You
Yeah.
got things to
Yeah.
do. Got things to do. Wanna
Bike
thank you
life
for coming
call.
out.
Like, and I'm taking my lighter.
Yeah,
She was
we're
gonna try to
definitely
steal
gonna
that.
swipe it. Swipe or no swipe. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for coming
Thank you
through.
for coming in. We really
I'll be
appreciate
back.
it. Yeah, definitely come back.
We got
You
all the
always
little
welcome.
jitters out, because y'all know I know.
Yeah, the next time you should
And
come.
we knew this
Next time I'm going to come high.
Oh, yeah. We'll have a shot for you so you can.
A shot?
Yeah, so you
I
can
should
listen.
have had the shot before.
Yeah, but.
We're gonna make that.
Nah, it probably would have been
We're
worse.
gonna have to have a bottle.
No,
For
no.
all of us.
No, I don't need no bottle. No.
I don't think so.
No, we don't have to have like a bottle for the show and just have everybody take a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Not drink a
Definitely.
bottle. We be on
Because,
this twisted.
Yeah, that's true.
But I appreciate y'all.
No problem. And always feel free to send us some music so we can play it before
Y'all
the
be
show
the first
starts.
people I send music to all the time. Very good. Y'all think I got good weed too, do you?
I don't know. Did we?
The good weed song?
That wasn't us.
I swear. I gotta send that to y'all too, yeah, because y'all would definitely.
Nah, I didn't get that yet.
That was like before Power.
Nah, I didn't get it.
Oh,
I didn't know you even made music until.
Yes, till Power.
Like the Power,
okay,
yeah.
well, yeah. That was definitely a video and everything.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to check that out for sure.
Slipping.
About to say, you didn't send that to me because we definitely would have played it.
Yeah, I got y'all. Definitely. One day y'all do a cast about some weed and y'all play that song in the background.
Definitely.
Talk.
Bye, Auntie.
It's nice meeting you guys.
You too. So. Yo. Solo Dolo. Let me make some space for the king. What up? Today I was on Facebook and I saw a few things that I can't even get to it because the internet's messing up.
Hey guys.
Yeah, I don't know why my computer's going so slow.
What's your day?
It was alright. So. How was your day?
Good.
Yeah.
I got a lot done.
How was y'all's day? Y'all have a good day today?
Hi, Mom.
Hola! Señorita El Tawanda!
I really like this. We don't have to edge it.
Hey, look, man, we got this for like $10 at some store downtown in Lexington. But it looked like it was really old, but it was really cool though. So I thought the flower was real, but it was dark in the store and it's definitely not real.
It was dark and hot.
It was dark and hot, and they was giving people bourbon. They had free shots. That's probably why I bought it.
Yeah, but it's dope though. I like it.
The lady was like, "You got some free bourbon inside?" We was walking by. We was like, "Oh yeah, left face." Walked right up in there. It's like, "Yo, what y'all got?" Man, I took like, I don't know, I think I had like 3 or 4 shots in there. They didn't have no AC working. Terrible. Where's Joy?
Joy had to go make a regular contribution with that. We're going to have Joy Brooks on. She's part of the Optimistic Goddess podcast. She's the host. And she's going to be here soon, hopefully. But if she's not, then we'll just talk for a little bit and then see what happens.
Yep.
See anything else interesting on Facebook today? Or
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of government stuff lately, just because it just pisses me off. So, okay, we got Playboy Cardi. Now we don't have Playboy Cardi. But yeah, I don't even keep up with the news anymore. Let's talk about the news. I don't know about y'all.
I heard that North Korea is supposed to like bomb us soon.
They said I ain't gonna say that. They said they ain't no punks. That's what they said. They said they ain't no punks, and they with whatever we with. And I hope we don't go to war because we have a president that don't know how to talk to people. Like,
Man.
like that would be terrible. That would be terrible. Oh yeah, I know exactly what I want to talk about today. You got the
No, no.
Scoot it back over. There we go. Some more. There we go. Yo, I have been on YouTube watching people cook street food in different countries. I think mainly Thailand and like Japan. But there's this one, I can't remember the name of the YouTube page. But man, I felt so bad because they show you like the whole process of how they make a dish. They go to like whatever the store they have that have like these little aquariums and they have like these creatures from the sea. And I mean, it was fishing that I ain't never seen before. Like I've never seen a stonefish before. But apparently stonefish is like extremely poisonous. And on the page they showed you 2 different ways to cook stonefish. And I swear it looked gross in the beginning because they get the fish and then I guess of course they have to kill it before they start cutting them open. So they like smashed a mallet on his head.
Yeah.
It was terrible. His little fin was like twitching. It was bad.
And you knew he was dead when his mouth opened up.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah.
Now I think he was stunned when he got hit, but I think he started dying once they boiled him.
True.
And I felt real bad for the octopus because I thought they were gonna like stab him and like kill him first, but nah, they just took him and they just threw him in the boiling water. He was just like squirming. Like I couldn't imagine, bro. It's terrible.
Hey Cam.
It was like.
I love you.
It was like. Eat veggies, bro. Eat more veggies, bro. Oh man, I don't know if that affects anybody else.
What other ones did we watch? We watched Octopus. We watched him kill an octopus.
And Rainbow Lobster.
They boiled him.
Yeah, just talk about that.
Oh, sorry, I was getting my drink.
Oh yeah. They did a rainbow lobster, an octopus, a stonefish, and giant sea snails. Yeah, and what is it called? Conch? They had conch.
Oh yeah.
Conch. What do you call it? Conch. I don't know. I'm so uncultured. What y'all been up to? It's been a slow Wednesday for me. I've been busy, but it's been slow. If that's even possible. If that is even possible. So, yeah, she should be here shortly. We're just gonna vibe out with y'all. We're gonna play some music real quick. Before Joy comes back to talk with you all. Yeah, this week has been slow too. I really have nothing to talk about.
You been studying anything new?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's something to talk about. There have been times where I like study law here and there. You know what I mean? But it's like I'm not a lawyer or a paralegal. I don't know. You know, like what's real and what I can vouch for or whatever. Yeah. But I was reading up on something called delegation of authority. And apparently, I don't know how this came up. I guess it came up in the whole Corinne Gaines case where...
Oh, I saw what you had said on the status.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's just... I don't know. I don't even like talking about it sometimes because, like, I don't know, like, the ins and outs of it. Yeah. But, like, when I hear people talk about it online, they say the same thing. They don't... You know what I mean? They don't really know. I don't think no one really knows law. Like, it's just... They change the rules 24/7. You know what I mean? And then we got to, talking about law enforcement and all that stuff. I don't know, man. But apparently, delegation of authority is like authority handed down from the Supreme Court that gives certain corporations the ability to have authority over said people in wherever in said place of the world, or not the world, but the country or whatever, county, state, whatever. So I don't know. I want to know a little bit more about that. If any of y'all watching know anything about that, please send us some links because we would love to talk about that. Or if you know anything about it, we'd love to get you on the show. But yeah, I just thought it was interesting, and like sovereign citizens and all that stuff like that. But I don't know. I just don't think. I know that stuff exists, but I don't think it's real in America. Like,
because who's gonna back up? I don't know. I feel like who's gonna, if you say you're a sovereign citizen, like who's gonna back you up to be like, yeah, she's right, and you can't do that to her. Otherwise, they beat your ass and you in jail, and then you might not make it. Like,
and that's crazy. And I think when you even start talking like that, you put somewhat of a target on your head.
Yeah.
It's like you know too much or something.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. I always felt like law was only as good as the people who can enforce it. Like, no one would listen to a cop if he didn't have a gun, or that whole Batman utility belt they got. Yeah. Nobody would listen to a cop. You barely respect the dude in the mall. You definitely won't look at a cop and respect him without that go-go gadget belt. Shit. And you know that belt. You know they ready to do whatever. So we was talking about that today. This alarm went off at this store beside us, and the guy who worked at the shop, he keeps a pistol on him. It's open carry law out here, so you can see it. Keeps a pistol on him. Mm-hmm. He just put it up when the alarm went off because he was like, I don't want no problems. Alarms going off, cops might come. He's a white guy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was like, I just think cops have a shoot first, ask questions later type mentality. He didn't want no problems. And I was like, wow, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that depressing shit. It is depressing.
It is depressing, but dang.
Oh yeah, I made a question on Facebook today, and I think it touched people a little bit. I don't know why, but
you talking about the
and I said, I think that's her. I said, why do parents push sports on their kids more than they do anything else? Or I asked the question like, can we start raising our men to be something other than an athlete? You know what I mean? I brought up a few people. And, hey! I'm gonna scoot back over.
Joy said no.
Some metal. Fine. It's in the labor shit.
Yeah. Let me move this.
Sorry. Is that Tristan?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Tristan.
Is that not be the killer?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Hola.
All right, so where we at?
So he was talking about, just
walk right there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like super in the way or nothing. No, just chill. It was for music. When we weren't trying to play music.
Copyright.
They will shut us down.
This is not my song.
But yeah, Joy is here to talk about her podcast, The Optimistic Goddess, and she just had her first episode this past Monday.
Yep.
And, yeah, just tell us about it.
So the Optimistic Goddess podcast is basically me talking about all my daily life things that I think have helped me improve, and it's centered around kind of self-improvement for women. So the first episode was talking about stress, because honestly I was so stressed about doing the episode that I wasn't doing the episode. And I was talking to Tristan and normally you, to everybody. I was like, so I need to record. And I'd literally say, I need to record, and then I'll find everything under the sun to do to not record. So I think it was you who was like, I'll just do a podcast about being stressed. So I sat in the quiet room and I hit record, and I was like, y'all, I'm stressed. And that's how I started it. And so once I had it taped, and then you have to go through the whole doing the audio and like editing, you realize just how poor your grammar is.
Yeah.
I said so many times, and you have to go through and
edit it.
That gone, no. And I remember when I finished the episode, before I had done any real tweaking to it, it was like 29 minutes and something. When all I did was take out the I was down to 25 minutes. I was like, I've got work to do. But in the meantime, it's turning out to be something really dope. I'm really excited for it. I'm really happy.
So do you have a topic for your second episode? Or?
Actually, yes. I'm doing basically goals. So I put a question out there on Facebook. I need y'all to, answer it so that I have some feedback other than myself, because even though it's my podcast and I'm doing all the talking, I like to get other people's input. So my question was, for women, what is your number one goal? And I'm hoping to have a special interview with someone that I admire really dearly. Can't say who just yet, just in case I can't get her. But if I get her, y'all in for a super duper treat. And what else? Oh, I'm working on making a podcasting network. So right now I have The Optimistic Goddess. I have one in works to basically review like all the Ratchet TV that I watch and Game of Thrones. Insecure, because I can have a whole debate of Insecure, and we've got something in the works, some good stuff in the works. I had a guy hit me up, in Jeff, and he likes podcasting, so I think he's going to do one too for sports. So this will be a network of podcasts for everybody. I know I'm a woman, I can talk about women, but I'm trying to have like
different
everybody.
Perspectives on
And I want it all local.
Everything.
Yes, I want like all these local people doing this shit, because for real, what else are we doing? Like, let's spread knowledge. Let's spread something other than 859 videos. Can we spread something other than?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's
the
so
new,
cute.
like, don't get me wrong, I'll participate in them little quiz-like challenges because a nigga is bored, but I'm not doing an 859 challenge. There's nothing about me that represents anything 859. I'm trash. Let's not. Let's not. I was like, please God, don't let any. Okay, my nudes are still safe.
It was exposing people on those videos.
So, good times.
You just looking through.
I looked, and then I was like,
scrolling through.
oh. And then people I know were like, I don't care that my, and I was like, oh, fuck. Alright. So I was very discouraged behind it. I was like, damn, is this us? Is this what we are doing now? And it's like we all have kids and stuff, so I'm hoping that I can reach out to women my age, women younger than myself, and they can be a voice for somebody else, because I don't have all the answers. I'm learning myself every day. That's what made me want to do this. I was obsessed with podcasts. Why not?
Why? Yeah, I feel you. Like some type of creative outlet. Whenever you get to that point, it's just like I gotta put it somewhere.
Right.
That's what I gotta get to. But yeah, what else y'all got going on? What you got going on, Tristan? Indigo Glow.
Indigo Glow is trying to create YouTube for herself, and it is stressful.
What's stressful about it?
Because I have so many different things that I want to do.
Yeah.
Like trying to not have everything everywhere and it just be like, she got 50 different videos about 50 different things. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but like I love to cook, so I really want to cook and like have my own little cooking channel on YouTube. And just like
That's what I'm
all the food. Hey, look, I'm always looking for a chef friend to promote.
I love to cook. It's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite thing. And I like to cook for a lot of people. That's my thing. Like cooking up different food for a lot of people. What else?
Web series.
Web series. I really want to do a web series. That's like my goal, is to have a dope web series about something awesome. Not completely fictional, but
have it incorporated.
Yeah, have it like incorporated with my life, but not completely my life.
Yeah.
Because I'm always on YouTube, like looking at all these web series, and they're like, for what it's worth, they're really good. They have like a storyline.
Yeah.
They're always doing something, whether it be extra or just like regular like life. It's really cool. So I can't wait for just the channel to be.
I can't wait to see it. I love talking to y'all just because when y'all talk about the stuff that you do, it's dope.
I mean, but the thing is, she's got her YouTube channel. I'm sitting here like, I will be subscribing.
For
You did
real,
on
YouTube. Like
Didn't you
YouTube.
do a video today?
Well, I recorded, but I haven't chopped it up yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my
Let
like
us
big
know.
thing. Cause like I did, because I want to do a vlog of the cooking, but I also want to do a vlog to go with the vlog of cooking. So it's kind of like if you don't necessarily watch the video, you have this vlog that at least has like the pictures and like some videos of it. And I did like one simple thing. I made like a shrimp salad, and it literally was so weird, just like writing down every step, and then taking these like pictures, and then plating them and making sure it's like really picture perfect. And then you got like stop and take a picture, and stop and take a picture. That's like so like
every little thing you're doing.
Exactly like oh I got like all these
ingredients.
You're right. It's like I got all these ingredients. I got all this food out. I need to take pictures of this, this, and this. It's like
And then you gotta digitize it. I feel you.
Yeah.
Working for yourself it's a good kind of hard.
Yeah.
Because, like, for real, a lot of this shit I don't want to do. Like, I had to make Facebook pages, and I was like, I don't.
Yeah, I feel you.
Right.
That's how I feel
do
too.
this.
It's like you have to play every role for
Mm-hmm.
shit that you're trying to do. You have to do everything. You have to be the social media person. You have to be the person that's out here pushing your shit in the streets.
And
you
the
have
thing
to
is,
all that.
to start off with, no one's going to this shit.
Yeah.
So all I keep thinking is, I really don't have to do this right now because no one's going to it. But I also thought no one was going to listen to my podcast, and I had more people than I imagined like reach out like, "Hey, that was dope." I was like, "What?"
It was good. What?
But that's how everybody starts off.
Yeah.
And so you have to keep doing it. You have to like keep working for yourself. And it's crazy because you have to go to work because bills are always there, but somehow you have to make time for what you want to do because if not, it's never going to get done. I've been obsessive of podcasting since like 2015, but I've loved podcasting since 2014. That's 3 years. I could have been started this. This was 3 weeks worth of me actually focusing on it. So, and it's been 3 years. So I think that just really, if you have a passion, just do something towards it. Yeah.
I feel you on that.
I mean, for me and Joe, we talked about like podcasting and making videos in like January. And we were like, we need all this stuff, and we need all this equipment, and all these lights, and all these cameras and stuff. It's like
the library has a digital
the
studio.
library has.
They have a green room for free. I said, I heard y'all got a digital studio. What do I need to do to use it? They were like, oh, just come in and give us your library card number. Well, that's free.
Yeah.
And you've already.
The only negative was you can't cuss.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but they're really, don't be watching. Or hopefully they're not watching, but they're not paying attention. So, I mean, for real, you can, but it's just like, because it is a free service, you don't want to step on any toes. So what I ended up doing was just, from my phone, recording because I have a background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use
There's
the
ways
resources that you have.
Exactly.
I don't know. I say, like, sometimes I'll be really hard on myself regarding, like, the stuff that we're doing, like how everything's set up. Like, it could be more professional. I'd say professional because I've seen people that I admire, like, going on YouTube and shit. You see people with bring lights, that shit, like, all blurred in the background, that type of stuff. And
But
it's
you
like,
get
there. Yeah. You just have to get there, but you have to put yourself out there first, and that's what I'm personally working on. Because, I mean,
That's on my hands. You have, I think that this is a very good season for me because this is the most creative group of people I've been around.
yeah.
It's like you, Tiffany, Tristan, Normandy, just everybody. Everybody's like in tune with their craft.
Yeah.
And because they're in tune with it, I'm watching everybody flourish, and it just makes me so happy. And it's like, it doesn't have to be some large-scale success. Like, these little things, these little milestones are dope to me because, for me, I've listened to people who podcasted, who started with 10 listeners, who now make money off of this.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I can see it for myself, I can see it for you. Like, Atlas Ari is about to be a thing. Human Atlas is about to be a thing.
Yes.
Indigo Glow is about to be a thing. I cannot wait. And I'm gonna sit around like this. I watched it happen. Hey, you know, ground level. That's just wild. And it's like, I can't wait to see things expand outside.
Yeah.
You know, like this is
we all
home
start
base.
taking trips and stuff.
Right.
Like, we all
We
want
all
to
going. Like, listen, we gotta go because you know busy.
We got somewhere to go.
Business
Bye.
we're famous. You know, yes. But I
Yes,
can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm patient for the process, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
And I think that's a part of it, like, the patience in it is really key, because you'll get discouraged.
Yeah.
You'll want to stop. You even may stop, but staying stop and not trying to start back or not wanting to start back is where it gets you, because then you gotta drive yourself. Like, I gotta keep going. I gotta do XYZ.
That's when your people come in. That's when your elements as people are
building you.
Yeah, people. Because, like I said, I was low key about to, and the thing was, I put different shit out there. Like, I made an event and I started making, because if you do so much, you kind of have to follow through with it. But even then, I was kind of like, I can back out. I can definitely back out.
Yeah.
And then this one, and you're like, I just think you should just, because you definitely give the.
Do I sound like that?
You are so fucking mellow.
It's like so mellow.
I'll look at your text messages and I'm just like, oh, I feel so calm all of a sudden.
What?
It's not that bad.
That's so crazy. What the? Because he said I was soft spoken too. I was like,
I mean, you got bite behind anything, but like overall, your demeanor is very calm. So when you talk to me, everybody's like I get around you, and like pretty chill.
Yeah.
That's because I'm lazy, yeah. I'm about a lazy about like let's just
chill.
Just chill out, relax.
Who's watching movies? Who doesn't want to do work? But yeah.
I told you you were my grounding rock one day. I don't remember where we were, but I remember telling you that.
Because it's like we get around each other and the ideas just start growing.
Yeah.
And we weren't even talking. She was on one couch, I was on one couch, Boog was on the floor painting, and we're all just sitting here. I'm like, I think I'm overstaying my welcome, y'all. I'm gonna leave. And he was like, you can say.
Yeah.
He's like, you contributing to the vibe.
Okay.
And then
That's like the greatest
working
thing,
on
is just
myself.
the vibes, and they just like click. And whether you're doing your own thing or you're doing something together, just the energy in the room, and you're just like,
People
down,
like you
or
can
whatever.
chill with. You know, you ain't even gotta, like you said, we wasn't even talking. Like it's just a vibe.
Right.
Like being there is
Calm
not.
down,
I don't know. Some people, when I get around some people, it's like silence kills them.
Mm-hmm. They gotta
It's
say
like
something.
we don't have to talk all the time. Just be here.
Breathe, baby.
Just be here.
Relax your mind.
Take some deep breaths. Oh, did you already show off the glasses before we go?
Okay, so you can't see these, but I'm gonna solve it. So all these
You
are.
can though.
Yeah.
You can.
I mean,
Yeah.
You can, but let me tell y'all.
you see the Aries thing. Yeah, that they all will be colored though. So whatever color, I'll let you know. I'll update my Etsy shop to put the colors that I have in there. It's probably gonna be like teal or pink and all my colors.
the girly
Bro,
color.
yeah.
Bright ones.
The bright ones.
But yes, I can't wait to get mine.
Oh yeah, I got you. What's your son?
What's that?
Oh, I got you too.
Yeah.
It's
my
my special,
my special
my glass. Look, it's perfect for wine. I can't do coffee, but we
No,
work
I'm
on
gonna
it.
get I'm gonna get you a coffee. I'm gonna put your
I can't wait, and I'll be at my day job.
Like,
With my coffee.
What is this? Yes, you see this? Oh, yes, this is my podcast. That I'm yes, every Monday.
I'm famous outside of these ones.
this is just me.
This is my day job. This is my Clark Kent. I'm sleeping
Right.
out.
Right.
I wish.
It's happening.
It is. I just have to.
I'm so
It's
excited. I can't wait.
So yeah, what time is it? 9:55.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap this episode up. We want to thank everybody that came by
Thank you.
today. And yeah, perfect timing. Follow Kem Trails, follow Atlas Ari, follow the Optimistic Goddess, and Indigo Glow.
She's getting her stuff
I
together.
get my stuff together. Like
She's
getting
it
it
together.
I'm getting it.
I have your actually next Wednesday, I want to have Indigo Glow on here. So yeah.
Yes.
There you go. There's your
I gotta,
deadline.
yeah, my kind of deadline. I gotta get it together.
But yeah, we'll see you guys later, and thank you for watching Asking for a Friend. Let me turn it on. We still live. But let me see. Oh, while we're still on here, follow us on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Follow us on YouTube.
Yes.
Follow us on YouTube. It's what is our thing? Kem Trails Media. Go look it up. Kem Trails Media. Go follow us and watch the videos. Yeah, we'll see y'all. Bye.